Postmodern thought, where the individual can interpret truth, art, philosophy, virtually anything for him or herself. And this worldview is not simply maintained by those who are godless. It has also crept its way and affected the thinking of young people who call themselves Christians. All right, Ryan, here's what we're going to do. I've got a bunch of subjects on these cards.
Okay.
You're going to pick one of them, and that's what we're going to talk about.
All right.
If you don't like it, you say, I don't like it, and we'll put it away and we'll pick another
Sounds
card.
good.
All right. Fire away. This is very close to gambling. All righty. Faith is the subject.
Okay.
Faith. What is faith?
I'd say faith is believing in something you can't see and something non-tangible. And believing, yes.
Okay. Can I have faith in something I can see?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's easier for most people to have faith in something you can see.
All right. All right. Can faith be wrong?
Yes. I think it can be, and in some circumstances it is wrong.
So some people's faiths are just plain wrong?
I think faith is a different term than faith. You can have faith in something, but a faith would be a different connotation
Okay.
of the word.
So do you believe in something? Are you a faith man?
Yes, I would say so.
What do you believe?
God.
Okay.
Christianity.
And so you're a Christian.
Yes.
So would you then say the faith of the Buddhist is wrong?
I personally would not say so.
Would you say that the faith of a Muslim is wrong?
No.
Okay. How come?
Because again, I think the faith, the term for faiths is represents like a religion, and everybody has their own religion, and depending on the context and where they come from, determines sort of how they believe. And I know it's not the same belief that many people have, or the establishment has. That most establishments say that there's one faith and one belief.
Okay.
That's how I feel personally.
All right, let me tell you what my faith is.
All right.
And then you're going to tell me if you think I'm wrong.
Okay.
All right? My faith says that if right before I die, I say Hershey's Kisses 16 times, I'm going to spend eternity in Pennsylvania at the Hershey Chocolate Factory, indulging in chocolate to my heart's content without ever feeling sick to my stomach forever. Is my faith wrong?
No, I would not say so.
Why not?
Because I would have to understand the context and your background and why you believe that before I would make judgments on whether it's wrong.
I've got a sweet tooth, and I've lived in America my whole life. Is my faith wrong?
I'm not going to call anybody's faith wrong.
Why not?
I don't feel in that position. I don't feel educated enough or knowledgeable enough or wise enough to make judgments.
So do you believe that your faith is correct?
I do.
So then, by logical conclusion, that would mean people who don't believe what you believe are wrong.
I don't think so. I think there can be multiple rights.
Multiple rights. What if the multiple rights are diametrically opposed to one another?
How so?
You're a Christian.
Okay.
I understand a little bit about the faith. You believe in the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ for the forgiveness of sins.
Okay.
Correct? A Buddhist believes that if you lose all of your desires and you get on the fivefold path and you empty your brain of desires and live rightly, then you, when you die, might be connected to the great big universal, well, really nothing. Okay? Those two are not even in the ballpark together. Are they both right?
I think the term faith for system of believing is what one believes internally, and to them, that could be correct. As far as the truth behind that,
Yes. That's what I'm after.
can be debated. Okay.
Okay, so do you believe that their truth is actually false?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's not the intensity of my faith that makes my belief correct. Would it not be the object of my faith that determines if I'm right or wrong?
Right or wrong in what sense?
As in correct or not? Actual, true.
I think you can argue that, yeah.
Okay. So it's what's more important when it comes to faith is what I believe in, not whether or not I believe in whatever I make up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's say I'm not a Christian, Ryan, and I want to give you complete permission to say anything you want to say to me, okay? Persuade me to believe in the same faith that you have. Can you do that?
I mean, I'd have to know a little bit more about your situation and who you are and where you're coming from.
Okay.
But if I were forced to persuade you, I would ask you to live a life loving others above all.
Okay. And what if I don't want to?
That's your choice.
Okay. So is that why you're a Christian?
Is what the...
I'm asking you to
Yeah.
persuade me to become a Christian.
Okay.
Okay. Why should I become a Christian?
I don't think you should become a Christian.
How come?
Because I think you are entitled to believe what you want to believe.
And that is not uncommon. Which raises the question, how do we keep our kids from becoming untethered in their worldview and talking like a typical postmodern? Might I suggest, Mom and Dad, you need to tether your teachings into the Bible. Remind your kids that the Bible isn't Aesop's fables, it's not allegories, and it's certainly not life enhancement tips. It is the story of human redemption, which means there is only one creator, and there is only one judge, and there is one redeemer, and every other system is false. Not because you say so, but because that is clearly what the Bible teaches. You can start with the first of the 2 Ten Commandments, which make it clear. All other systems are false, but if you tether that in because your parents say so, your kid will become untethered. But if you tether it into the Word, they will stay grounded.